Purpleberry punch. You want a punch? You got your punch right here.
It's all. That's right. Though for the board can't abide. Go. Ask the common folk, and they'll tell you it's on account of all the monsters on. Because that's. I think they made some fool mistake that would make them look bad to the rest of the colony. Those board folk are real but old Gladys knows the score. The whole colony's not much more. That's why we gotta keep them from getting their grubby mitts on Groundbreaker. Probably. Every once in a while, we get claims he's transmitting from Monarch. Oh, a little of this. I also need throw pillow.
I'm not sure that's...
That's half the reason I make... But that... Anytime.
Purpleberry flavored center. Such a purish
Now arriving at Phineas's top secret orbital lab.
Hello? Can you hear me? Does this work? Oh, damn! I'm just securing my ongoing experiments. And securing myself. Mind the mess. I haven't had a visitor since, in fact, I've never had a visitor. Aha! I see you found my portable molecular compression device, better known as a shrink ray. Find a target, point, shoot. Your target will shrink down into a manageable... size, whereupon you may commence beating them to a pulp. Feel free to try it on a marauder sometime. Oh, right. So, not at all, my intrepid accomplice. I should thank you for I only regret that I couldn't save more of your fellow settlers, what with being hunted by what's... Oh, it's not you. I do experiments in that room. Some of them... Regardless, it's quite No, and I've been...
Nice to meet you, Dr. Wells. I'm Parvati Holcomb.
Wait, not another word. I don't want to know your name. Why don't you just invite the entire colony to my... Oh, fine. As long as you're vouching for their care. For what it's worth, I am pleased. You're a talented scientist, after all. Ah, yes, indeed. Well done. Also, you still... Oh, well, no, Life outside. For that matter, everyone else's life. To answer your question. Because we've lost our way, the board, the Hope is full of specialists, scientists, engineers, talented individuals like you, people who haven't been corrupted. Unfortunately, the Hope's colonists have been frozen for decades. Ah, you begin to perceive the truth. Yet, 10 years. That's how long the average human can remain. But the conventional theories are wrong. We'll do our... Reviving you from hibernation was my greatest accomplishment. Your odds of survival were a mere 28%.
We are now in orbit above Stellar Bay, Captain. No blockade is a match for my piloting skills.
Hey, Captain. I was thinking about what you said before. After we went... I think I'm ready to stop and I'm thinking of doing it... I was kinda... The thing is... I can't ask her over like this. I mean, I smell like sweat most days and, well... Don't look too close at my fingernails. I mean, only if you're not busy. Or when you're heading through... Anyhow, next...
Destination reached. The Groundbreaker.
Rizzo's Purple Berry Crunch. Fragile flakes and purple berry flavored.
Gracious. I think I got just the thing, my dear. A few years back. High-grade shampoo and conditioner. Scrubby brush. A nice lotion, that...
What's the scrubby brush?
Cleaning around your nails, sweetheart. Get... Most folk don't got the time. Or bathtubs for such. Me included. I'll let you have one on clearance.
Oh, gosh. We never talked about what kind of smells she likes.
It comes down to what sort of intent you got. Now, if I was a young thing trying to come on all precious-like, I'd probably go with...
I guess...
Take your time. I'll just wrap that up for you, since it's for a special.
I'll pay for that, ma'am. Thanks for being so helpful.
You're straight to. And
I hope this fancy soap we got is extra strength. I'm feeling a mite. Oh. In her messages, Junlei said her mama used to make this dish for Monarch. Dustback cast. And then for dessert, there's a thing called, sweetheart cake. It's made with almond paste and wax gourds. Thanks, Captain. I know I'm asking an awful lot, but I'm...
Slap your whole family tonight.
We are now in orbit above Stellar Bay, Captain. No blockade is a match for my piloting skills.
Hey, hold on there. I gotta sign you in. Don't think I've seen you around. That means you must... You must have seen those UDL gunships on your way in. You may not have heard, you being new, but Stellar Bay hardly ever gets offered. Which means I never get to do this part, but on behalf of Monarch Stellar Industries, welcome to Stellar Bay, home of the freshest sal tuna in Halcyon. Please state your name for the records. Swell. I'm not supposed to do that. It's against procedure, but Mr. Sanjar isn't so strict about the rules here. Besides, I got a lot of empty end. We don't get ship traffic in town. Only off-worlders who do make it out here are sublight. They got a base in Fallbrook. And thank the stars for them, or we would have run out of Rizzo's purple berry. Oh, that'll just make Mr. Sanjar's day if you tell. But... oh, sure. It makes Stellar Bay sound like a rotten... Anyway, Mr. Sanjar's got lots of... Mr. Sanjar... Oh. I got this Rizzo's Rangers tossball poster. Only I haven't heard any... That's Bertie Holcomb. Only one of the greatest tossball hackers ever.
I wonder if he's kin. Dad had family that worked...
Everyone's heard of him, even on Monarch. Oh, you're real funny. Guess I don't feel so... I couldn't... But the fancy collector types say the more people see these things, the less valuable they are. And I figure my poster's been passed around... Thanks a bunch! Celia works for Mr. Sanjar in the MSI building next to the bar.
little bastard's slippery, right? On account of its blood, so it's sliding. Getting so I don't, but I gotta get in there. Get right in that baby rap stump. Shit, I don't know what I... Right. What? Ooh, charmer. Don't get a lot of that around here. Folks mostly grump at me. Nice change of pace. I mean... Well. I'm headed back out there after I sober up. Outstanding! I'm cut off for the month, on account of needing one just about every day. Well, they...
You won't find a better deal in Halcyon than our special one-time...
What in...
What are the chances of all the times and places we could have been born?
Yeah.
We're here, light years from Earth, going about our lives.
Every time.
Wrapped musk and painted eyes, right here.
Ma'am, please, I need your help. I can pay.
Help! Someone's been killed!
Whoa, by the stars, my poor heart. I just about pissed my jumpsuit. Besides... Where should I begin? With the oversight? The board was right. That was a real popular meal 10, 20 years back. These days, everybody's had a belly full of salt tuna. I can whip one up.
Oh. What?
It's all right, miss. I'm a coward at heart. Made that clear from the outset. Look, Captain, this is the best I can do without putting myself out of business. I'm mighty glad you reckon. There we are. Now, if you don't mind, I really need to take a leak.
My belly's gurgling just...
You're a gentle soul, miss. Be careful.
surprising. Concentrated amount of scum present ahead.
You reckon the smell ever goes away? Maybe the wind off the sea helps. Who's the sweetest woman? Who is it?
Error. Unable to process is...
Could I get another advance, Mr. Nandi?
Just make sure it's proper.
Greetings, and welcome to Monarch Stellar Industries, producers and what can I...
Or is he not paying you on account of how he tried to fix the thing his own self and busted it even worse, and then said, not that I got it.
Not at all. Mr. Nandi treats us all right, and... Laws, no. Sometimes it's canid teeth, or mantis worm wings. Whatever Sebastian has in stock, really. So I can talk to him, of course. He doesn't get going about much else.
I reckon she's got a little bit of a squish on this fella.
He's sort of the strong, silent. Unfortunately, my apartment's kind of filling up with his stuff. Would you? I'd appreciate that so much. Maybe don't tell him. Oh, Mr. Nandi's doing that. He doesn't talk much, but he's got this quiet. Plus, he's got great legs. It's hard to... Sorry. Have you done... You know, sending you is the first bright idea I still don't know anything about it. But I'll warn you. Grip...
Velma seem out of sorts to you?
It's always pretty.
Look, you can tell Catherine the new shipment will be ready when it's ready. Did she now? Well, I can see I was mistaken. Because if Catherine really had... I hope you can forgive my temper. First, my autoloader... Braxton. He's a real wizard with pharmaceuticals. But... I can't keep working. Since you don't seem to be constrained yourself, maybe... Tell him Velma said to get his lazy ass down here. Something... This again? You can tell Grimm's poster came in. That... She runs the betting parlor across. She asked me about the Damn. It's staying locked up in my office until Nell shows with her money. No. I paid Sublight for it. So, it's mine. And when... Sure. Sure. Fine. Fine. Caleb Herrick.
So the job's easy, but you're not doing it? Something smells here.
He and his whole crew walked out. Say they... You mind slapping... I'm joking. If you can find a way to get him back to work. Unless you're here to I don't have the bits. Besides, if I make hard workers,
I'll wager she don't pay those folks that maintain the mechanic.
Caleb and his crew have it better than anyone. If Caleb wants to keep this for running me ragged while he takes an extended leave at the bar, fine. Stealing's such a nasty word. And yeah, let's just say I've noticed the sterile biotics. We're not like those corporate towns where you get fined for sleeping on. Besides, the Spacer's Choice stuff we use is cheap enough. And Braxton knows how to. Sublight boss out of Fallbrook. Handles most goods that come in or out.
Reminder, unit modifications performed by unauthorized technicians are not...
New face, huh? A ship captain? Well, why don't you...
By the smell, he's been reveling enough for you both already.
Me and my friends have taken our destiny into our own... Well, but until the windfall's gone, we're riding high. It ain't any one thing but the sum of it all, having to work longer. Our supervisor, Velma, goes on and on about quarterly profits and meeting quotas. But that ain't... We won't go back until she agrees to pay us fair and proper. Us on Monarch, we're free from the board, you know? Sure thing. I never meant to call for anyone's head on a pike. Velma, devil it all. Now you got me feeling... Tell Velma not to work.
I'd give you a friendlier welcome, but I'm up to...
Gosh, this old girl's in a rough way. Even old Bess in Edgewater was in better shape than this.
Hey, you want to try running a cannery with obsolete machinery? You be my guest.
Sorry, ma'am. I wasn't trying to be rude. It's just, your flanging apparatus isn't making a strong flange, so your sealer isn't sealing right, and...
Oh, I see what you're saying. Huh. I'll have to try that. Anyway, what do you folks need? I'd give you... Fine, I'd give... You know... Well, that's... Thanks for your help. You've gotten me out of a tight...
stains detected traveling on an organic substance in the immediate vicinity.
Nuh-uh. I just washed these coveralls last week. They're still spick and span. Mostly.
Preparing degreaser nozzle for deployment.
Sam, don't you dare. Sam!
You stop. Braxton, I've never even. Braxton always has a good stash, and I just like to let loose a little. Stop thinking about the marauders and the. He told me he was delivering to this house in the ruins south of town. So.
Reminder, if you let your SAM unit be eaten by wildlife, it voids the warranty.
Hello, dearie. Why, I don't believe I've seen you before. What can Auntie have? And what a helpful young lady. Who's your it's none of my business, but I have told her Dr. Williams would bump up. Now I've gone and... Dr. Williams managed the town's allotments for... Oh, you flatter an old woman. And to keep an extra key to the supply... The one up... In the town graveyard, I'm afraid. Poor... The graveyard's near the southern ruins. Do be careful. Shit.
Whoops, hold on there, Sam. You got some schmutz on your chassis.
Did your SAM unit get dirty on the job? Simply an...